Forest. Take the draw. Oh, that's not great. 1, 2, 3, 4. We could get to 5, so let's do that. Let's get our Aracnir back in play. Hey everybody, welcome back, and thanks for taking the time out of your day to watch Hello Good Game. Today, we're playing the Turbo Henge. This deck is absolutely disgusting, wrecking games within Mythic, going on, 3-game plus win streak, beating some of the best players in the world. I think our top kill today was ranked number 290 something. So, the deck performs very well. It's very consistent. It revolves around playing the Great Henge as early as possible, and then utilizing just the insane amount of value that this card applies to the battlefield every single turn. So, of course, if you don't care for the deck tech, the strategies, the synergies, learning how to actually play the deck, you can skip to the gameplay footage within the chapter section below. If not, we are going to start our deep dive process now for, all of our beginners and everybody looking to, play this deck as effectively and efficiently as possible. So, if you are brand new to Magic the Gathering, Golgari is the color combination that denotes green and black combined in one deck. So whenever you hear the term Golgari, this refers to the color combination, again, of green and black together. So this is a Golgari-based deck. I would call it an aggro deck because we have lots of creatures that are looking to deal damage to our opponent very quickly. Maybe let's start with the entire deck list, right? Let's talk about each card, why it was chosen to be included in the deck, its strengths, its weaknesses, and then we'll come in and do some strategies and synergies. So Bloodchief's Thirst for 1, sorcery speed, which is a bummer, but what's really nice is the fact that it has a kicker, so it's being able to be used early game quite effectively, and it can also be used late game with the kicker really effectively as well. So, it's unique that we have a card that's effective and efficient early game and late game. So when we can do that, that's going to really increase the consistency of our deck. Again, because we have answers early game, we have answers late game, and it's both within one card. So, it's always going to be relevant. Anyways, destroying target creature or planeswalker with converted mana cost 2 or less. That's the early game interaction, right? You can take out anything that poses an immediate threat to you. Lotus Cobra is something that comes to mind, right? You don't want to allow your opponent to have that in play. Edgewall Innkeeper is another thing that comes to mind. So you're looking for some form of engine to remove, whether it be a draw engine, a mana engine, or a creature production engine, if you will. However, if we can kick it for 3, so a total of 4, because when you kick spells, you add the kicker cost to the regular CMC, so a total of 4 here. You get to destroy creature or planeswalker regardless of its mana cost. So that's the late game interaction that I'm talking about. So being able to destroy basically anything on the board is very, very good. Moving on, we have 2 copies of the Chainweb Aracnir. This is a 1/2 with reach, and when it enters the battlefield, it deals damage equal to its power to target creature with flying that an opponent controls. There's a lot of rogues out there, right? So this is great just to keep the flyers in check. It's also a 1-drop creature, which becomes very relevant because we want to be playing as many creatures as we can per turn on top of our Henge, which will help us draw cards, which is very nice. And we're going to get into all of that when we talk on the synergies of the deck. But getting into the rest of the list here, we have 4 copies of Swarm Shambler, one of my favorite green cards that was released in Zendikar Rising. It enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it, so it is a 0/0 organically. It comes in as a 1/1. Whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it becomes the target of a spell an opponent controls, create a 1/1 green insect creature token. We can also pay 1 to tap it to put an additional +1/+1 counter on it at instant speed, which is quite nice. So you can declare it as the blocker, then tap it to put a counter on it, and maybe your opponent doesn't see that coming. This is really nice because whenever your opponent targets it, you will create an insect, and who doesn't love that? Where there is very good synergy within the Swarm Shambler is with Yorvo. Yorvo is not included in the deck, but the 1/1 insects will actually trigger Yorvo, which is very, very powerful. Again, Yorvo's not in this deck. We're looking at more of a balanced variant where it's not all creatures. We do have some removal pieces in there as well, like we talked about with the the Bloodchief's Thirst. So again, the Swarm Shambler has massive synergy with the Great Henge, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit. Obviously, the Great Henge puts a +1/+1 counter on your creatures when they enter. and the Shambler has, when they're targeted, you have to create an insect. So, you know, that's nice because now any single target removal will, you know, just strengthen your army of insects. Moving on to our 2-drops, 2 copies of the Tangled Florahedron. This is a 1/1 mana dork. Tap it to add a green to our pool for 2. And of course, it can come in tapped to add a green to our pool as well as the Tangled Veil. MDFCs are amazing to include within your deck, again, because it has early game utility as the land if you don't have land, and it has a late game utility within the creature, which is very, very nice. Moving forward, the Scavenging Ooze, a 2/2, in which we can pay 1 to exile a card from a graveyard. If it was a creature card, we get to put a +1/+1 counter on the Ooze and gain 1 life. This is really good just to deal with your graveyard, to make sure that they're not using any spells with Recursion, Lurrus, Croxa, any escape cards, right? You're just kind of mitigating the grave. You can even also mitigate your own grave to make the Ooze stronger, gain some life, and trim your graveyard so rogues don't have 8 cards in your grave to have that buff. Anyways, 4 copies of the Skyclave Shade, a 3/1 with kicker for 3, so, you know, a total of 5 if we do choose to kick it. It cannot be blocked. If it was kicked, it enters with 2 +1/+1 counters, making it a 5/3. And then what's really nice about the Shade is the fact that it has a landfall ability, and whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you can actually play the Shade from your graveyard, still paying its mana cost, and still being able to choose to kick it if you want, which is very, very good. And we'll get into some strategies and synergies with the Shade here in a moment. Moving on to our 3-drops, we have a couple more pieces of removal within Soul Shatter. This is instant speed, which I find amazing. Probably the most underrated piece of removal in Zendikar Rising, as far as I'm concerned. Each opponent sacrifices a creature or planeswalker with the highest converted mana cost among creatures and planeswalkers they control. That eats Dreams Trawlers, that eats Ugins. That's enough for me, right? And it's all at instant speed, which is quite nice. 4 copies of the Mardu Outrider. Now, this card is specific to best of 1 games. You can't play this in best of 3. You can also play it, you know, very effectively. It's a 5/5, right? So a very big body. As an additional cost to cast a spell, you have to discard a card. There's 2 cards in which we will be using as our primary discard sources. The first we've already talked about within the Skyclave Shade, because we can replay it from the grave next turn with a landfall ability, right? So, you know, no harm, no foul. You play it to the grave, you replay it from the grave. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. We can also discard the Great Henge. We have 4 copies of it in the deck, meaning we need to drop it turn 4 very consistently. I don't care about having multiple copies in our draw hand. That's fine. We can just discard it. No problem. Moving on, 4 copies of the Lovestruck Beast. This is another 5/5 that cannot attack unless you control a 1/1. Good news, it has an sorcery speed adventure tag to it called Heart's Desire, in which we can create a 1/1. And again, a 5/5 for 3 is exactly what we're looking for, and I will reveal why in a moment. The Kazandu Mammoth is a 3/3 for 3, but it has landfall, and of course, on turn 4, it will be a 5/5, much like the Beast and the Murderer, or the Outrider, right? So that's very good. It gets a little bit better, though. The Mammoth, in my opinion, is the best green card in Zendikar Rising. It can be played on turn 3. On turn 4, you can put a passage in play. It pushes it to 5/5. You crack the passage. It puts it to 7/7, in which case you have 4 mana in play. At 7/7, you can play your Henge at this point for 2, because the Henge is cost reduction equal to the highest power among creatures you control, which will be 7. So you have 4 mana. You play the Henge for 2. You tap the Henge. It creates the 2 mana that you just spent on it. And now you gained 2 life, plus you have that draw engine and the counters on your creatures as well. So, you know, the Kazandu Mammoth is the best creature, in my opinion, within green in Zendikar Rising, for the fact that on turn 4, you can drop the Henge for 2 mana, and that is unlike anything we've ever seen, right? That is the power play within this deck. If you can Mammoth and then turn 4 passage, oh, as long as you have a Henge, of course, right? Moving on, we have 2 copies of Thrashing Brontodon for 3, a 3/4 in which we can pay 1, sacrificing it to destroy target artifact or enchantment. You know, maybe there's an opposing Henge we have to deal with. Maybe there's an Embercleave. Who knows what happens to fall into our lap? The Thrashing Brontodon will give us an answer to that. Moving forward, we have 4 copies of the Great Henge. Now, we talked about having 4 copies here just for consistency's sake, and of course, discarding it if we need. The spell does cost X less to cast, where X is the greatest power among creatures we control. We talked about that. You can tap it to add 2 green to your pool and gain 2 life, Whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on it and draw a card. We talked about that a bunch already too, right? So the main objective here is to play the Henge as early as possible. We can play it on turn 4 with 3 different scenarios: the Mammoth, the Beast, and the Outrider. So you want to be dropping those 3 creatures on your turn 3 if possible, right? Nothing else matters. You play one of those on turn 3, you play the Henge on turn 4, you probably just won the game. Moving on, we do have 4 Fabled Passages, 4 Temples, 6 Forests, and 8 Swamps. Playing best of 1, no sideboard. And, you know, the Shambler has huge synergy within the Henge. The Henge has massive synergy within the Mammoth, the Beast, and the Outrider. The Outrider has very nice synergy with the Skyclave Shade, and it also allows us to run 4 copies of Henge and not feel bad about replaying it. And then we've got a little bit of removal in there as well within the Shatter and the Thirst. The Aracnir is great to play on the Henge because it's very cheap. And, you know, we can also replay it later on from the grave through the Escape. So it also almost always gives us something to play on top of our Henge. That's that, you guys. You're going to enjoy this deck. We are breaking in through Mythic with a 60% win rate here. You know, 66%, crushing it in Mythic. 3-game win streak. We did lose 2 awkward matches, but what can you do? And, you know, I think that this deck holds a very promising future within the Mythic environment. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you do find any value within the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more content. And of course, if you want exclusive content that's not been viewed by really anyone, we do have that for our YouTube members. So become a member today and receive, you know, weekly exclusive content, which is pretty cool, just for a little reward for supporting me. All right, you guys, that's it from me. We're going to be back in a few minutes with my wrap-up thoughts. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy the gameplay footage, and we'll be right back. All right, our opponent goes first. Scenery, like Sean Connery. That makes me giggle. We've got the Henge. We'll risk it for the biscuit. Enters tapped. We might have to passage. No, we're good. We have our lands. The Aracnir's good to play on top of it. This will get removed, but we get an insect out of it at least. Yup. So, you know, not a total loss. We can actually reduce it by even more than 5. We can cut it by all 7. So we're going to be casting this Henge hopefully for 2 next turn. Which is really good because it adds 2 mana to our pool. Just like, so good. It looks like we survive. They could still get it, I guess. The Giant can attack. They don't, though. So this is what I'm talking about right here, you guys. This is nice. We're casting the Henge for 2 off of a turn 4 Mammoth. I don't even want to. I feel bad, right? Like, woof. This is a top 300 player as well. Okay, they stomp it. Good on them. They're like, this is gonna get out of hand. We have to deal with that. And the nice thing about the Aracnir is we can replay it, baby. Let's take the draw. You know, just the big attacker again. Making them play more of their burn spells. We will take an attack here, I guess. Just a 1/1 will block it. But I don't want to defend the Bone Crusher Giant. I kind of want to keep that in play. Hey, Sammy Bean? You're my little questing beast? My Zadira. That's who this guy is. Maybe they're cleaving? It is. Wow. That's fine, though. It's a big hit, but we're going to be okay. No way. They have a Rimrock Knight? Bloosh. That's massive. We take 2 more, but we gain the 2 life back. Whoops. I played the wrong land. Let's just take the draw and the defender. Get the land out of the way. We'll discard it with our Outrider. You know, how many 6/6s can they attack through? Giant in play. Rimrock Knight in play, sure. Not good. Toss a forest. Take the draw. Oh, that's not great. 1, 2, 3, 4. We could get to 5, so let's do that. Let's get our Aracnir back in play. They have to block. Right, so the Rimrock Knight cannot block, so the Giant has to block. So they can take the Shade or lose to the Mammoth and take a bunch. So it's a really hard choice. They do decide to leave the Shade in play. We take 4, down to 5. We have 10 life and 18 defensive. So we're gonna be okay here. We're gonna be okay. We're going to be okay. They get to top deck from us, but, you know, what are they going to pull? We have the Hedron to drop on the Henge for a draw. And I think we are seeing the true power of the Turbo Henge. So we're cleaning house here. Turbo Henge representing. We're on a 3-game win streak within Mythic, tearing it up. All right, we do have the Henge. Opponent goes first. Hopefully we don't get stuck with 10 copies of Bloodchief's Thirst. Oh, we can use it. Wow. Good for us. 2 Henges, so we will want to discard one of them eventually. This will get stomped. And then replayed. We need to top deck lands. Just something that we don't care about. Right, I don't really want to lose the Ooze. That could be an engine for us. Hey Simba, hook your head up. Nah, don't want to be on camera, just my back. Wow. That's brutal. We're super dead here. Good game. I don't have high hopes for this hand, but I don't think we should complain too hard. It's hard to make aggro hands not work, you know what I mean? Ooh, awkward. They're playing slow, we can play slow. Let's look for something else. We have plenty of land here. Uh-oh. Shrine City, which means we need to aggro quick. We need that henge right away. All our removal is useless. Oh, that sucks. Oh, more removal up the top. Please stop it. Three removal spells just wasted. Come on! We need some heaters. Oh, they're adding so much mana there. It's in our deck at least. Come on! We need that henge or we're just gonna be dead to this Sanctum of Fangs. This makes me so sad. 3 dead cards in hand. Oh! Oh my god! Wow! I can't even. Brutal. Match is over. We have like 6 pieces of removal. We've pulled them all. It's gonna plus. Should have minus.
I will destroy.
Holy, look at that, a card. More Ugin coming up, I'm sure. Oh no, just a massive draw. And the exile on our beast. Disgusting. They should have taken the 1-1 maybe. I don't know. No, we had another 1-1. That's the right play. Come on, we need more stick top decks. Kind of. This draw is gonna seal the deal here. No way there's not another Ugin there. Ugin typically doesn't want to minus because of the shrines, though. That's why they didn't do it the first time. Ooh, they can do that, though, can't they, Maybe? They shattered our sky. This match is over. Right? At least Simba's here. Oh, more land. That's great. That's good. Alright, still a match somehow. Good, one more turn. To do nothing! Nothing! Yes, I know, I should have a Gem Razor in the deck, but it's not enough. Good game. Alright, I mean, the hand doesn't look great, but it doesn't look that bad. We're going first. We're gonna pull a forest there. We do need a second swamp later on. Nice. Interesting. I think one's good. Let's try to find a henge. Right, a henge or more land probably for now. Alright, mana ramp. Discard our shade, which we can replay. And I'll trade with their mana ramp. They don't want to trade, that's fine, I get it. Right, they want to play something good here. We have defense up. Ooh, the Heed Bonder. We're gonna be gaining a life like a madman. It's a good hit, right? We have the shatter, so I'm going to take out their ramp. And then we can push the Shambler up still. Let's keep the Aracnir in hand for now. They could have attacked, they chose not to. Screw it. Big hit. Lethal next turn. Keeping the land so we can replay the shade. Oh. That's really good. They have to block the 5/5. We still get big damage in. Toss the passage and go wide. Right? We should be able to get around them. They have to spam out so hard here. They mutate. That takes most of their mana. We still have lethal. This can tap as a land, but keyword tap. Let's try to have the Shade die here. We lose the 5/5, and we still hold lethal. Okay. Woo! Wow. Where is this luck the other day when we were getting pummeled, right? You go first, you go first, you go first. I will. We maybe could have played the Mammoth there. We'll see. Mono white life gain? Yup. I'll still trade with it. Worth the mouthpiece, 4/4 defender, or 0/4 defender, sorry. They get the land, which is good. Let's get Beast in play. I'm still definitely okay with trading. They might exile the Beast. Hopefully we top deck a Henge. Daxos, we're okay. Ooh, Speakers, that's not good though. That's not the Henge. We want to save this for when they drop Heliod. I think they'll just take it. Keeps them down from 27. They might use the 0/4, yeah. Good to get out of the way though, still. They gain life up to 19. 21 here, and there'll be no attacks unless they give up. Nice! People do not like playing against Golgari. I like it. We need a Henge though. I don't want to play the Mammoth, but we do have the Beast. It's nice to have a backup. We'll just rely on the Beast, though. What we are really relying on is a draw. Kill the Goose. Play the Shambler. Another Goose. Wow. Lots of food going on here. There's the Henge. That's great. So Beast goes in just as the creature. No attacks here. And that's what this deck is about. It's consistently dropping the Great Henge on turn 4. They can drop for 5 here. What we need to do is pull a creature that's green. Oh, nice. I love Vivian. She's so good. What a good engine.
You don't respect nature. We're gonna have a. We will adapt.
That's not quite going to do it. Kill the 3/3. Ending our turn. We have a Soul Shatter to take care of Vivian. Hopefully there's not a minus on her right now. That sucks. So we lose our first Henge.
Beauty lies in variation.
We're on a pretty decent timer here. Let's kill it now before it makes more tokens. Not overly concerned. I mean, the 4/4 sucks, but they're down to 2 cards, right? The 3/3 can't attack. It's just me a question of whether or not they have more mutate. Land and tapped, that's fine. They might just concede. Wow. Right after they kill their henge, they're like, it's still not working. Going first. Wow, good luck recently. Playing slow, just looking for a henge. Turn 2, we drop the Florahedron. Well, that's actually probably good. But let's toss it. We don't know that we need it, so let's not hold on to it yet. Trying to ramp. Playing the Brontodon. Trying to keep these low drops in hand for after the henge hits. Ooh. Is this party or rogues? Just throw up the blockers. I mean, we'll go wide until we draw the henge. Maybe keep that unless they put flying down. There's the flying, which is good, but still sucks. Lose the land. They're both rogues is the thing, so we only have to show one. Okay. We get Shade to the Grave, which you can replay if we pull a land, and a Chainweb. That's not bad. Our opponent's turn here. Let's see how they close it out. We get the henge. We're shy on mana. We really needed that land for the Shade. Kill the Enforcer. Let's attack with our Brontodon. They have a shock? Or a shock wouldn't even do it, right? Pass our turn. That's not bad. We can sink mana into the Shambler here. Oh, that's why. Right. Now we have to discard again. I guess it's the Aracnir. I really want to keep the henge. And we can replay the Aracnir with Escape a little later on. Right, they are milling us, so it becomes an option if we can get the land. Right? Let's put our token in. That's not it. I think we just keep this in hand. They both have Death Touch, hey? That's annoying for me. The Menace is also really annoying. We need the Brontodon to reduce the cost, though. We need that land. We have plenty of land in the deck, so there's no reason we're not pulling it. Awesome. Toss the henge for now. Things are getting too weird. Let's try to push them. We can bring this up to 4, we'll have enough mana. Which sucks, we're down 16. Let's see if we can survive here, though. Jerk. We lose another henge. There it is. Get these shades in play. Please and thank you. We've been waiting for that land a while. Let's start hitting. Right, try to at least keep pace a bit. We can play these spiders as well. Ooh, Relic Robber's not good for us. That sucks. We should have kept a blocker back. Taking damage here, down to 10. Not a henge. Big hit, we lose our Shambler. Get that spider in play. And we'll probably have to discard this, so let's just get it in play as the land. They can play Croxa. We go down to 7 and then 6 from the construct. Lurrus. Nice. So they can play... Oh, they go with the... Yeah, Enforcer. That's awkward. Very unpleasant. They can just kill a creature every turn with that, which is kind of annoying. Oh, never mind. They lose their whole field. What? They must have another Lurrus in hand. That seems so awkward to me. We're at 9. We'll take it, right? 5 mana. They can play the big boy, but... Yeah, we'll win the game. Oh my gosh. Again. We don't have anything to discard here, so that's fine. We do get hit with the mill. We lose another henge. Awesome. These spiders are really nice. Just replaying them over and over. I guess we should have went wide with the shades there, probably, rather than playing the spider. Another Lurrus, nice. I don't know why they're not playing Croxa for 2 from the grave. Seems awkward. Down to 7. Henge does not do anything for us. They leave Lurrus alive here, which is the right choice. We can go wide with the Skyclaves here. We have 7 mana, we can't kick them. We'll leave the passage there to crack. More mill. They're really going for it on the mill. The Death Touch block also really helps. Oh, the Scavenger's great. We do have the reach, but still great. Down to 6. Send in the boys. I hate you, Lurrus. Quite wide, all without the help of our Henge, which they've had very good luck milling. Right? We're basically dead. They could double drop Croxa on us. They could even single drop it here. Yeah, that's what they're doing. So we're down to 3. We're gonna be dead the turn after. Ooh! Good match though, and we are holding our own. Hopefully we get a Henge off the top, I guess. Down to 2. Nope. Sucks. This is a good game. Ooh, a little late. Wish we had a draw engine. 1, 2, 3, 4, not 5. Good game. Let's show ourselves out. Alright, alright. Alright, we go first. We're testing a new deck. The Great Henge, if you guys have been following the channel, is one of my favorite cards recently. There's so much Ugin going around that, you can't -9, can ya, big boy? And then, of course, we do have other things to remove him as well. As, Ugin the Spirit Dragon is my arch nemesis. If you guys didn't see my Ugin meme, check that out. How Ugin players go to bed at night. Ooh, the Ooze is great, so we're just gonna deal with that. Hopefully they continue to play creatures. We have removal, we'll build into the Henge. Another, you dog. This is instant speed, we could hold it up, but I just want to deal with it now. And we hit for another 3. That's 6 total, done by the Shade. Loving it. We do need some more mana. Oh, Questing Beast is not good. Luckily, again, more removal. Just take that out so we can attack through it. 4. We need to land off the top. But then they could mutate to the Gem Razor to kill our Henge, which would suck. Hopefully not. I'm gonna hold the Aracnir to play on top of the Henge if we can get it in play. They attack, really. No blocks. Let's hit the damage. We've got a little bit of life to play with. And if they're going to be tapping... Oh, another. Not good. It's a 5. Makes it so they can't just hit us. We're so close to pulling a land, and that'll save us. I can't, in good faith, play this Aracnir yet. On another note, I do not know what I did. There's like some shearing pain in the back of my head. It's not a headache. It's like just like running from the back of my head down to like the top of my neck. All day. I'm hoping it's just a pulled muscle. I didn't realize I had muscles on the back of my head. Oh, cat went behind the screen. Oh gosh. Are we being roped? Are we being roped? Simba, no crying. You ruined the green screen. In there. Oh no, mutate. That's what we were trying to avoid, right? So if we do get this Henge down, we can almost guarantee that it dies. No attacks. We're basically dead, right? Hey Simba, how are we gonna win this? Take the damage. It sucks. Maybe we get a good string from the Henge. More mutate, more Gem Razor as well. I don't think you're gonna make that jump, Simba. Get stacked up a bit. Land out of the way. We just need another 1-drop here, basically. We do get it, which is really nice. Well, I mean, we got there, but they're going to destroy the Henge, and we got a little bit of value, but I don't think it's enough. Oh, they have so much trample, and we don't have enough blockers. What? Woo! They didn't have any more mutate left, I guess. Nice. This could be good, you know, control deck, so there's interruption, so it won't be good, but it could be good. And we need nothing but land. This can be a second for us, so that's fine. We're all settled there. play Shambler first, kind of hold back our strategy. They don't know that we want to play the Beast. And when you see the Beast, you basically know that the Henge comes right after. So we want to sneak that into play next turn. I'm sure they've got removal for it. I don't foresee any flash, so let's take our hit. Whoops. Nice. So that's no bueno. Simulacrum, so our Beast survives. We're playing the Henge. That should win us the game. We'll see, though. I don't know. Right? This could be a doom foretold. Aracnir's great drop on top of the Henge. Get the token. Let's take our hit. Chump block with the 1/1. They may take the draw of the Simulacrum. Sure. Looking for a field wipe. So we just want to box them out before they can wipe us. And if they do, we need to get back at it. So here's the first wipe. Ooze in play. Shambler in play. Beast in play. We need another Beast to activate it. And, you know, let's just get a Swamp in there, I guess. Actually, we should have went Forest and we could have made the Ooze stronger. My bad. Okay, they kill the Ooze, it wouldn't have mattered. We get the Insect. Supplies are fine. Kazandu Mammoth in play. You get the draw. Outrider in play. Toss some Swamp. The Lovestruck Beast can attack thanks to the Swarm Shambler insect. So this is a big boy hit here. Woo! They need to wipe us again. We have super lethal next turn, but I don't doubt that they've got another. I'm kind of expecting it. It's targeted removal. That won't work. They go for the draw, which means we are good to progress. Nice. And this is the pure power of the Turbo Henge. If they can't deal with it, you get it out turn 4. We seen a wipe and it was still not enough to slow us down. Let's kill the Visionary. And that would have been a massive hit there. Right, let's look at the battlefield really quick. Come on. 6, 12. This one wasn't attacking, but 18, 19, 20, 21 damage in play there. Love it. All right, this isn't going to work. I mean, you know, maybe it does if we top deck a Henge, but I doubt it, so let's toss it. We'll keep this. It looks a little bit better. Let's toss the Mammoth, play slow. We'll see. So much cat hair from this little guy. We are going to do our best here. No, making out so great as far as our win rate goes. We do all right, though. Our opponent is not here? Question mark. Logging into Twitch to see our hand. Hello. Thanks for great content, right? Nice. Well, I mean, free win's a free win. Not that, you know, we got to demonstrate the deck at all, but they skipped their whole first turn. That's brutal. Let's toss the land for now. Well, this was really fun. I don't mind it, but it is what it is. Oh, they're here now. Perfect. We'll start playing finally. We got basically a free turn, so if we lose this, that's something. All right, we do get the 1/1 insect here at least. Let's take our hit. Ooze in play. That makes them want to prioritize their removal on the ooze, and that'll allow our attack to go through. All right, Skyclave gets bounced. We just replay it, so that's fine. If they remove it, we can just replay it with the passage. They need to eat the ooze before it gets out of hand. We have the Shambler we can take with it. We get the counter. We get the life. And we get the hit. Okay, they're drawing. No counter spell, that's fine. Good game. They know it. It's just a blowout. Storm's Wrath will kill everything but the 5/5, and we can play the 1/1 to get some more damage in. Well, that was you know, Skip's first turn and a very bad fold out of your hand. All right, you guys. We just took down a top 300 player with a homemade deck. That's how good the Great Henge is, in my opinion. You know, Ugin can't minus on it. It's a draw engine. It gains you life. What else could you want, right? It basically allows you to survive wipes and still apply massive pressure the turn after, as long as you can pull a creature and drop it. And that's where the escape comes in really handy. And yeah, so what do you guys think of the deck? How would you change it? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks again for your time and attention. You know, we are live on YouTube giving out codes every day. Check that out and go watch yourselves another video. We'll see you soon.